So this little movement there is a worn carb shaft. People talk about bushing them. I had someone talking to me today because he had a rare carburetor and he wanted to have bushings, and I've done one in my life. I did it for myself. I don't recommend doing them. I really don't. If it really is a rare, valuable carburetor, yes, you can do it. And the problem is, this one's removable. A lot of these will have a riveted piece. So you have a piece that's just smushed on, it's stuck on here. And then you'll have something over here that may be with a set screw and an arm, but it may not be removable either. And all of the extra taking it apart is a real problem. So you can come in here and you can fix this hole to the original size, but usually the shaft is worn down too, you find, when you get in there. So to actually fix it, you can't make it smaller, because if you make it smaller, you can't assemble it. So now you have to make a new shaft also, because you can't readily get the shafts. I'm sure that this was a real thing that was done regularly, you know, back in the days when everybody drove a Model T and they all had the same carburetor. It might even worked Model A days, you know, early days, because you would have gone to your local dealer and he would have, local auto parts, he would have had spare shafts. He would have had probably spare throttle plates, spare parts and pieces. And all you would have done is actually drill a hole out, put in some metal, ream it out, rebush it. Even the throttle plates here, normally you have the screws that hold the throttle plate in, and that is set up so that you can get a tight fit before you tighten the screws. And then normally, these ones aren't, but normally, they might be a little, normally the back side of the screws is smashed over. So as soon as you go to loosen those to do it for the new one, at minimum you got to have new screws, but again, usually you strip out the threads in here and you can file them off, you can get it apart. It's just so much more work. In the 70s and the 80s, it was real common, a lot of rebuilders, and I know carburetors, getting original replacements is really getting tough, but they would do a thing where they had a plastic bushing that would go in here, but it was a split bushing that still leaked air, still caused you problems, fall out half the time. It really didn't fix the problems. You might still find some of those old plastic bushings, but they were not good either. And that is the number one problem. You can buy all the rebuilt carburetors you want. If that shaft is loose, the carburetor's loose. This one's not terrible. It's loose, this one would still run. But an awful lot of old ones are really, really loose.